Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates.
Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I am riding this. This is the Ducati Multistrada 950S. Key is really very nice, but the key stays in my pocket because this one has got keyless entry. Yes, that's right. So here all I have to do is come, push this up, press this button, and there it unlocks, shows the Ducati logo right there. Now this is an absolute beast of a motorcycle. Look at the size of this machine, is obnoxious to say the least. Has a lot of tech, very sharp indeed. Look at that sharp nose, beautiful LED lights as well. Meanwhile, Ducati logo right there. That beak, oh my god, I fall for it every time. And indicator placement here on the handguards as well. Says Ducati Multistrada 950S right there. Now the front wheel happens to be a 120/70/19 and you've got twin discs, of course. Brembo brake calipers, these are the M4. These are top notch as well. It says Ducati safety pack right there. That is a suspension. Of course, the suspension is adjustable, but electronically on this motorcycle. No more needs of spanner and stuff. Now this happens to be an L-twin. What is an L-twin? Well, it's a V-twin, but Ducati has moved the cylinders, rather the V, a little bit forward to form an L as such. I mean, the advantage is that it breathes better, heats less, and also reduces the vibrations but occupies slightly more space. And you can see the trellis frame of this motorcycle. Top-notch quality, looks fantastic. Love the half pairing, love the exposed frame as well on this motorcycle. And coming to the rear, I love how the exhaust has been done. It's kind of on the slimmer side but has dual ports as well. That is a monoshock suspension. Of course, the ride height of this motorcycle is actually adjustable electronically depending on the riding mode. So right now I think it is lower, so it is 840mm standard, can go up or down by 20mm as well. And the rear tire happens to be a 170/17, so front is 19, rear is 17. Beautiful brakes. Every component on this motorcycle is so amazing. That is the brake light. It actually turned off right now, but here's the Ducati logo. The grab rail is very functional because you can actually mount luggage, and the seat is super comfy and long as well. And I'm not saying 3 people can sit in, but any which ways, let's do one thing. Let's turn this on again because it keeps turning off. I mean, it has this delayed thing. There it is. It's going to turn on. Let's turn on the motorcycle right away, which means pressing the button, and there it rose to life. Now this is a 5-inch TFT screen. Beautiful telltale lights here. When I use the indicator, you can see that here as well. Shift light probably on the top. Gear position indicator. This is the tachometer. Side stand indicator. Fuel meter is where? Here it is. There's a fuel meter. There's a helmet. I don't know why. Temperature meter. It's telling you a lot of things like Ducati quick shifter, Ducati traction control, ABS, and obviously you can get into settings using this button. Now when you get into settings, you can decide the info mode as well, whether it's track, full, city, off-road, default. So there's so much information on offer. Pin code, lap timer, backlit, like all the settings you can browse through this. Tire calibration as well. So even you can decide how you want the turn indicators to work. That's obnoxious. Crazy amount of information from this cluster. And you know, in order to adjust the riding modes, you can simply again press this button and you can click on riding mode, and then you can decide how you want the mode and you can just select it. There are 4 riding modes, of course. It gets cruise control as well, and it's showing you the suspension because that gets altered depending on the mode. This is for the indicator, this is for the horn, very loud horn. This is for the hazard light, this is for the light of course, and this is for the high beam. Now there is a heating function which I believe is for the seat or probably for the grab handles. I have no freaking clue. I am in so much excitement I forgot to read about the bike completely. Okay, this visor is adjustable. You can take it up or down. Yeah, it is adjustable, manual adjust, but once it's on the top position, you can clearly see that it is really very tall right now, which means that for me, wind blast won't be an issue. Look at the lights, they're so amazing. And of course, the hazard lights are also functional at the moment. Okay, it's spitting out a lot of heat in spite of the fact that it's an L-twin motor. It's a gorgeous looking machine. What a motorcycle, what a design. Wow, Ducati, you have impressed me today. I am super duper happy. Okay, the tail lights, there you can see those as well. Beautiful. Of course, beauty is the word here. And this is to turn on the bike, and you can pull this down to turn off the motorcycle. This is, I already showed you all these functions. Adjustable levers. Even this is a work of art. The master cylinder. Beautiful looking machine. Let's hear it. Actually, I'm in the mode right now, so I just need to get into back. Little confusing, but once we get the hang of it, we should really enjoy it. And there, you can customize so many things on this motorcycle. Let's rev the motor. Yeah, it says Multistrada right there. Let's start riding this beast right away. unbelievable as it may sound, I have discovered even more stuff in the cluster. So when you get into the menu, get into riding mode, get into sport, there you can configure the engine. It could be the reduced power, full power, smooth और dynamic. ऐसा दिख रहा है कि नहीं पता नहीं क्या. हाँ चलो और close आना पड़ेगा because काफ़ी अंधेरा हो चुका है. So here I can configure everything. The Ducati traction control for off-road, road and wet. उसके नीचे I can decide if I want performance or I want safety and stability. वाह बेटा वाह, ये तो बहुत ही crazy है. And left में देख रहे हो ना, I can keep increasing or decreasing. That's absolutely crazy. ABS also can be configured, off-road, road, safe, stable performance here. There are 3 modes for the ABS system as well. And then there's Ducati quick shifter up, down, or you can turn it off as well if you want. But most importantly is the suspension, because here I get into the front one and I can decide I want hardest, harder, medium, softer, softest. So it's telling me between comfort and performance, and then I can do the same for the rear suspension as well. Now there's something I asked you at the start of the video, which is load. What was that sign which is coming here? This is the load mode. Here I can decide what is the load mode like, and according to the suspension will make changes. तो मैंने चलो ये select कर दिया कि मैं अभी pillion rider के साथ हूँ. Okay, I can decide the load here. Let me do one thing. Seat height को एकदम नीचे कर देंगे हम अभी. Let's see how it happens. And there, okay, now let's see what it shows me. Has it gone down? पता तो नहीं लग रहा, थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स है सिस्टम, इतना आसानी से समझ नहीं आता, बट ऑनेस्टली इट्स फैंटास्टिक द वे दिस मोटरसाइकिल हैज बीन सेट अप. चलो, here we get back, exit, and I thought this will change and show me. Who cares? Let's start riding.
All right, let's turn on the motorcycle. Keys in my pocket, and here it rose to life. There's actually a charging provision as well there, and into first gear. Oh, I stalled it because the side stand is up, so it has got a side stand safety feature as well, and off we go. The clutch is actually a hydraulic unit. It has been revised, but still extremely heavy, and now I can feel some good fresh air, because the engine does heat up a lot. In spite of the L-twin advantage of not really heating as much, better breathing, it still heats up quite a lot. But my goodness, I feel one with the motorcycle. It feels so easy to ride in spite of the fact that it weighs 230 freaking kgs. It is a heavy motorcycle without a freaking doubt. Oh, so the handlebars are super wide, which I can feel, which kind of affects the maneuverability to a certain extent, especially in the city, because it's so wide a motorcycle. And this one has a 20-liter fuel tank, which means that it will return somewhere between 15 to 18 kilometers per liter. You can do the mathematics how far it will go on a full tank of fuel. And around the corners, the sure-footedness is absolutely obnoxious for something as tall as this. Seat is very comfortable. The cushioning is amazing. I'm so surprised that you kind of feel you're sitting on a couch. How smoothly curved the seat is just amazing. That's it. Nothing more to say about the seat, honestly. Mirrors are nice, but I'm finding it a little difficult to adjust the right mirror. The adjustability could be slightly better in that regard. Now we are actually riding in, I think, in sport mode. Let's actually change the modes. So there are actually 4 riding modes. Okay, while riding probably you cannot change these modes, but you can browse through a lot of information like range, what is the fuel efficiency, trip meters, and all those things which are present right there. Now this has got an 6-axis Bosch IMU, which results in ABS, which also works basis the lean angle of the motorcycle. And then it's also got cornering lights, and that's not all. It's got 8 levels for the traction control as well. Yeah, an 8-level traction control system. In the city, heats up quite a bit, but has good amount of grunt. In fact, this L-twin is really very punchy in terms of performance, but it's very wide a motorcycle as well. So easy to ride in spite of the weight. Initially you feel, oh my god, 230 kgs, how will I handle it? But once you get going, you realize, अरे बहुत आसान है यार. It's very easy a motorcycle to ride. Cluster is very legible as well, and kind of maneuverable for its weight. Super duper grip, and in spite of the fact it has got a 19-inch wheel, it's actually very agile a motorcycle. It's supremely agile, easy to turn. Ride is also pretty nice. Obviously there is that inherent stiffness which you obviously expect. As soon as you get into the throttle, it picks up pace so fast now. It's very rapid a motorcycle. Amazing grunt from this machine. So there are 4 modes on offer. Riding mode, there's urban for the city, which cuts down the power, increases the ABS sensitivity, and obviously traction control is also more intervening. And then there is the enduro mode, wherein ride height increases to the maximum, and suspension becomes slightly on the softer side so that you can go off the road. But we are in sport mode, the mode I love the most. And it's time to go into first gear, and off we are. Holy moly moly. First gear, 99 kilometers per hour. And forget it, man, you can't ride this bike on the street. You need to go to a track to ride an ADV motorcycle, because this has so much punch, So much grunt, absolutely insane. It's got a quick shifter both for upshifts as well as downshifts. It works very nice on upshifts. On downshifts, it's not the most smoothest as such. A lot of electronic tech. So first and foremost, this is a 937cc twin cylinder motor. It's an L twin, which is like a V twin in Ducati speak, but Ducati's way of doing an L twin, I mean a V twin, any which ways. So it produces 113 horsepower at 9,000 RPM. Okay, 113 might not sound like a lot, but it's a lot because this bike really catapults ahead with small inputs of the throttle. It's like gone already. Torque output is also equally impressive at 94 Newton meters, which comes in at 6,750 RPM. But this does not give you the full picture. What gives you the full picture is the fact that 70 to 80% of the torque actually comes in between 3,500 to I think 7,500 RPM. Yeah, in that's the result of having such a massively awesome mid-range. Mid-range punch from this motorcycle is obnoxiously good, very grunty, very, I mean, it just thrusts ahead. That is the level of performance on offer. Of course, you're sitting very high up, having some wind blast, but this visor is very, 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 very effective. I've said very so many times, but I cannot deny some amount of vibrations do creep in, and more than the vibrations, I'm facing an issue with the heating of the bike. The bike is really very hot, heats up to a great extent as well, and then, you know, I can feel the heat. I was expecting it to be more manageable in that regard, but no, it does heat up, and it heats up to an extent where you kind of start sweating inside the motorcycle. Now, maneuvering through all this is going to be a little difficult, considering the weight can be felt at lower speeds, at real low speeds. You can feel all that weight. Our children are excited looking at this Ducati. No matter what you ride, Ducati or Triumph, you have to encounter so much traffic all the time. Anyways, this is an easy ride to, I was saying easy ride to bike, but an easy bike to ride. And once you get into the open road, this is unmatched. Triumph Tiger GT, the 900 GT, what is that? Check this one out, because this is just way better. In every freaking way, it accelerates like a mad hooligan, like a javelin throw. It's gone. And you know what, because of BS6, it's kind of smoothened out the whole motorcycle. It doesn't feel as brutal in terms of sound, lower down the rev range, especially when you're revving. When you're idling the motorcycle, you can't feel it. But once you push it, once you open the taps, it immediately brings the Ducati. I'm out of words. I'm so sorry, I'm out of words. This is so freaking splendid. A motorcycle, you can call this the fridge of motorcycles. Okay, having such amazing performance and great agility is just baffling. It's beyond me. I don't understand this. How did this happen? How did they do it? But fantabulous, stunning. In fact, you can even get into higher gear here. I'm going to get into fourth gear. Yeah. Knocking. No. We have to be in third. So even though the gearing is very tall, you can't just take the liberty of going higher up a gear, because it's just not comfortable. By the way, the fourth riding mode happens to be touring, which is basically for touring. You guessed it right. Now, brakes are stupendous, like amazing, and the grip from the tires is also stupendous. Hazard lights on. We're going to stop here. All right, let's go. Ballistic to say the least. My goodness, I love the performance on offer. Now the suspension is amazing. You know why? It has got semi-active suspension known as the Ducati Skyhook or something of that sort. Skyhook Evo semi-active suspension. Fantabulous. I mean, obviously you don't need any instrument to make changes to the suspension, and everything happens on electronically, on this motorcycle electronically, and it happens so beautifully well that you don't have to worry about anything. It can adjust the damping as well as the preload, so that's like job well done. Will it go through this? No way. But if we don't try, what are we doing? Let's try to get out from the left side. Clutch is actually on the heavier side, very heavier clutch, and the bike is also heavy at like these kind of speeds. There's no way you can filter through traffic. And this uncle is getting excited looking at the bike. Why won't he? Listen to this, bro. He got scared AF. These kids are following me. They love the motorcycle. Okay, let's go. Come on, give me some space. You have to always leave the space. Oh my goodness, what a machine. I love the performance. I love the fact that easy accessibility, but I can feel a lot of wind blast, so no problem. Here we okay, you can't do it on the fly because wind is affecting it, so you have to stop and do it. Otherwise, what a fantastic machine. I also realized that it's not that easy to operate this menu button. The menu button does not work when you're on the go, which is a little disappointing. But hey, let's turn on cruise control. Here we have turned on cruise control. Let me set a speed and see how does it manage. With a manual though, cruise control can be a bit of a task. Yeah, there we are. Cruise control, beautiful. Increasing the speed. Okay, we have to stop right now. Thank you very much. That's the CBR 650. Can this motorcycle outrun that one? Here we go. I don't know. Sorry bro, this is Ducati power! It lifted its front wheel and bye-bye! That is what this engine is all about. 937cc of pure madness. That's the reason it also was used in the Hyper Motard. Bye dude. All the gear, all the time. Always remember that. Yeah. Any which ways, back onto the vlog. I love this machine. I love this. I don't fumble so much in a video, but I'm so awestruck by this motorcycle. It's fantastic. But the sound of that Honda is also pretty damn awesome. I like it. I like it. I can still hear it. Well, in the excitement of things, I realized that the visor was already down. Now I put it up. Ho jata hai aise. We are humans after all. We can make mistakes, and especially when on a Ducati motorcycle, well, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. Hopefully the right ones. Anyways, turning radius is quite a bit, and onto the throttle and off we go. So much electronics on this motorcycle means that you don't have to worry ever at all. You can ride it the way you want to, and then the riding mode should depend on your guts. So ride in a lower mode if you think that you're going to chicken out soon. And around the corners, my goodness, it really offers such great amount of grip, and I love the way they have done the shift light on this motorcycle. Woo! Brakes are stupendous to say the least. My goodness, what brakes? What are these brakes? I think a parachute just opened behind. That is how good the stopping power is on this motorcycle. Multi-Strada, you have my heart, but not my money yet, which is 19.19 lakhs. Yes, almost 20 lakhs on road Mumbai for this motorcycle. Quite a lot, huh? And let's launch in enduro mode to see what is the difference. I think it's going to cut some power and be a little bit more cautious in the way it delivers power. Here we go. Yeah, I can feel it a little bit. It's gone down in terms of outright acceleration, but still the madness, the red line which comes like an absolute ballistic missile on this machine. 10,500 and it's gone. What a machine. So guys, this is my vlog of the Ducati Multi-Strada 950S. I love it. What a machine. Stupendous, expensive, more than enough power than you would ever need. Maybe they need a Ducati 450S or something of that sort, because this has just too much power for our roads. Just imagine riding in 6th gear, open the throttle, some bit of knocking, but then it absolutely pulls pace like crazy. And then I think there's a meeting going on here, probably for what? Multiple cameras, multiple people have stopped. I don't know kiska tire puncture ho gaya, kya ho gaya. And here in 4th gear, 50 kilometers per hour, vibrations a little bit, and then it pulls strongly. I just can't get enough of this motorcycle. This will easily do 230 kilometers per hour without blinking an eyelid. That is the level of performance on offer. Have you ever heard me be so freaking happy? Of course, in a lot of bike videos for sure, and in some car ones as well, AMGs to be precise, and maybe M1s as well. Okay, bye.